beginning to get worried? The slump is kind of...
Yeah, I am. I'm starting to get worried, yeah. I mean, it's not going the way we're supposed to be going, and things aren't changing, so... Yeah, I'm starting to get worried. I mean, we ain't got another choice but to go out here and work as hard as we possibly can for each other.
Morning, everybody. Very excited to announce the acquisition of Kyle Lowry.
It's a new city, it's a new team, it's a new vibe, I think, in the Raptors organization, and I think, you know, the Raptors, they're committed to winning. You see the moves that they're making, the steps that they're taking to become a relevant team in the Eastern Conference and all through the NBA is definitely going to be, it's definitely good.
When Kyle Lowry came here 5 years ago, he was just passing through. He was a kind of guy with a bad reputation, not really well liked by coaches around the league, had been through a few teams. Second year, well, it was all about getting his contract, but that got out of the way. And now here he is, got his first All-Star nod in his 9th season, year 11, now 3 years in a row, and he's become the fabric of an organization, a leader, respected around the league. It's a really, really good story.
1, 2, 3, wait!
The guy's relentless. I mean, when you look at the heart and soul of a team, he clearly is that. For me, Kyle Lowry is going to go down as one of the best Raptors of all time.
The great news for the Toronto Raptors, Kyle Lowry headed to his 3rd consecutive All-Star game, and rightfully so. Where would they be without him? He has been a dominant presence night in and night out. Spin move, Kyle, and he's got 32.
Own the game, big fella, own the game.
Raptors come away with a 102-86 win. And just what they needed after a very difficult week and a half.
Oh, that's killing me right now.
Biz is back, one of the most loved Raptors, and he only played a season here. He was a guy who was a fascination.
When the Raptors first came into the NBA, fan favorites were kind of like hockey players. They were the heart and soul guys. The guys who went out and delivered every night, just, you know, gave you 100% effort, because people are used to that.
There's probably 2 categories of it. The really great players, the superstars like Lowry, DeRozan, going back Vince Carter, Antonio Davis, but there are these extra fan favorites who aren't necessarily the best player on the court, but they're people that the audience can just identify with. Bismack Biyombo, I think Morris Peterson.
Jerome Williams, fans just loved him when he started doing his bark and diving on the floor and going after loose balls. He was always a fan favorite. Antonio Davis and Charles Oakley. I think fans loved them. They loved the way they played. You got to remember, we're a hockey country. When you got a couple of blue-collar, physical guys that come bring it every game, Charles Oakley and Antonio Davis, they won everybody over as soon as they stepped on the floor. I mean, they were always physical, aggressive, getting into people. Just the swag and the attitude they have. They were a couple of my favorites, and certainly crowd favorites.
See, here's Corbin running baseline, left shot blocked by Perkins. Rebound guard Joseph. He puts it on the floor. Court, baseline right. Crozier's foul.
But I remember even guys like a Garth Joseph, who didn't play a lot of games, but the audience just identifies with that underdog here in Toronto, and they will cheer for that kind of player a little more, just because they know what that person is battling against just to be there in the NBA.
When Matt Bonner took down Kevin Garnett, he became a cult hero in Toronto.
Boy, Bonner is all over him, and now he fouls and sends Garnett to the floor, and now Sprewell goes to
Bonner got in a scrap with Garnett, and he fouled him hard, and Garnett was like, who the hell are you? And I think Bonner got kicked out of the game, but he left to a standing ovation because the Toronto audience appreciated that he wasn't backing down from anybody. He's representing the entire city because it says Toronto on his chest.
They appreciate hard work. I mean, I think it's the makeup of the city. And I don't think I did anything special here. You know, the way I learned how to play this game was through hard work and energy. And that's one of the things I did best. And the fans embraced me for that. And I can see how they like Bismack for that. And also probably Pascal and guys like Amir Johnson, too, who bring that to the table.
Mercer turned the ball over, and who goes to the floor for a steal? But Alvin Williams to Mo Petewick's work. Loose ball on the floor. Who's on it first? JYD.
The effort. Torontonians don't put up with people who just put on a uniform and go through the motions. Torontonians expect you to lay your heart out there and to leave it all out there.
I think the audience in Toronto loves players who just try really hard and don't take it for granted that they're in the NBA. They don't take it for granted that they have a job and that they're famous basketball players, but they treat being a basketball player like a job. They know it could be taken away from them at any time, so they just play to the ultimate of their effort. And I think that the Toronto Raptors fan base has a history of really appreciating the players who just, go all out in the attempt to help the team and to help them win.
Timeout Hawks. Raptors in front, 84-83.
The Raptors down by 2. Orlando grabbing that 2-point lead. The Raptors have missed 5 in a row. And another turnover. It's been an issue here in the first half, and the largest lead. 9 turnovers, leading to 14 points. And then Bismack Biyombo getting busy, and that's going to do it. There will be more than one play that the Raptors will think about from a defensive standpoint, where they thought, you know what, you got to stop there, and you can come away with a win. They did not.
Really good road win for Orlando. They came in here and earned it.
Leo, the Toronto Raptors do not have DeMar DeRozan once again. That means that Norman Powell will get the start this evening. DeRozan comes down and he grabs his ankle. And DeRozan is now headed toward the bench.
I just remember trying to take a jump shot behind him. He was setting the screen and came down, rolled it. Try to get up, just run it off. Kept playing, hoping it wasn't that bad. Came down, tweaked my ankle before, but it didn't swell up like this one did. But it's all good.
How did you feel with the Orlando game? Did you feel like you were ready?
Yeah. Felt ready, but I just swelled up, and I just came to a decision. I'd rather get back completely right, not have some that linger. I was getting better. Every single day I was feeling better and better. Just trying to get all this swelling out, so I get as close to 100% as possible.
Lowry back in, as I mentioned. Sullinger squares up, and the jumper is good. And Sully feeling it here against his former team.
It's always tough watching. Just wanting to be out there battling with them. Doing what you love to do. That's the fun part of it. But at the same time, injuries come with the game, and you got to accept it. Get back healthy so we can take advantage of the second half of the season.
Sullinger with a deep break. Sullinger, money from downtown.
Well, give the coach some props. Giving Sullinger some run tonight. Great time to come back in Boston and get him going.
You're doing all right. There's a lot of game left. Got to sustain it. Got to make sure when Isaiah Thomas come back in, don't let him get rolling. But we're doing all right so far.
Bird does it to me. Awesome,
Gives it
man.
down to Smart, back over to Zeller.
That's really bad. Look at it.
94-88. 5:44 to go. Thomas with the three. Got it. And this is what the Celtic fans have been waiting for. And it's the Raptors' biggest concern. And a chance here to take their first lead of the game. Thomas holds up. Shot good. He's got 35. He has scored 35 or more points in now 7 of the last 9 games. And it's a 9-0 run by Boston. How will the Raptors respond? Thomas turns the corner in the paint. Deflected. Scooped up. Crowder. Under a minute to go. Thomas is free.
Mark, second. Don't hurt your hand.
15 in the quarter.
Hell of a shot.
2-point lead for Boston.
Come on, one stop, man. Man, you gotta give him credit though. He has not missed a shot.
No, he hasn't.
I mean, he's been on fire.
So we
bucket, get a stop.
Yes.
Just
So we did a quick bucket here?
Man, you got a lot of time.
Yeah. What are we calling? P?
Fist up 5. Throw it back to Norman. Go get Cal.
What happened? We scored? Ah.
Clean shot.
Well, fasten your seatbelts, fellas.
Come on.
Damn, I thought you had it too.
Second night of a back-to-back hard-fought game. But the Raptors come up short. Isaiah Thomas once again, 44. Raptors without DeRozan. And now Boston solidly in second place.
Man.
With all due respect to the cold and the wind in southern central Ontario and many parts of Canada, welcome to Orlando, Florida. The Raptors trying to turn things around. You know, for that 3 quarters of the game against Boston, they really did a good job. The 4th quarter got away from them, but for 6 quarters, from a number standpoint, dating back to the 2.5 against New Orleans and the game against Boston, the numbers showed well.
Well, they did show well. I mean, that last game didn't result in a win because of Isaiah Thomas, but there's no question that they're making some gains on the defensive side. Offensively, they still haven't found that rhythm that we've seen them have early in the season. Obviously, because DeMar DeRozan is not in the lineup, that's going to impact that. But there's also that need to take a bigger step, I think, defensively, and they've got to continue to grow.
Fournier, and it's good. 91-84. Fournier behind the back gives it to Vucevic, puts his shoulder in. Ibaka up fake at the foul line, jumper over Nogueira, and it's good. Timeout, Dwayne Casey, full timeout. Serge Ibaka, game high, 20 points and 12 rebounds.
Right now, the Raptors in a tough stretch. They're searching. They're fighting. It's not like they're not playing hard. They're trying hard. They're giving it their best. But right now, they're in a tough stretch.
I think I'm frustrated. Pretty pissed off. I think everybody in here is, and as we should be. So we got to find a way to get out of this, and I know we will. You know, these are times that can make the end of the season that much sweeter and better, and try to reach your low point before you climb out of that and keep getting better for the postseason.
I guess the mood in the locker room was I took of extreme frustration. I wonder if Kyle's starting to wear down. He plays awfully hard, and there are a lot of things that he does that people don't even notice. Just the way he throws his body around, like just scrapping for loose balls, the energy, I always say the requisite energy that he puts into the game, the needed energy for this team is huge.
Kyle Lowry didn't speak to the media, and he had a towel over his head. It was just not the sort of lighthearted Raptors locker room you would expect, which makes sense because they're 2-8 in the last 10 games, and they've never really been in this place since 2013 when they made the Rudy Gay trade.
Welcome to a very, very chilly New York City where the Raptors might be as cold as this city right now. The way they're playing, they sit now in 4th place, just half a game ahead of 5th place Atlanta, and a game in the loss column ahead of 6th place Indiana. The Raptors really struggling and trying, looking for anything really to turn it around.
It's almost as low as I can remember in the past few years. I think the only time I can remember it being lower was when they were down 3-0 in the Washington series, and even with that, there was a sense of resignation. I think they really still believe in themselves right now, which is great, but it's also making them more frustrated.
Very frustrated. Trying to get back healthy as possible, be out there for as long as possible, injury-free, problem-free. Seems like you're heading in the right direction, and all of a sudden, you get derailed.
You can sense the stress level rising, and the guys maybe trying to do a little too much, and collectively they're still together, but individually maybe they're putting too much pressure on themselves personally, and it's resulting in a product that is sort of a bit askew from how we're used to them playing.
I can't recall the last time that we played this badly, poorly, offensively and defensively, individually and collectively as a group. So the only way you can get out of it is bouncing back, focusing a lot on defense. Offense, you're going to miss shots. Offense, you're going to turn the ball over. But one thing you can't control is your energy and your effort that you put into the game. So we got to be a lot better defensively. We know that, and we just got to put that into action.
DeRozan with it. DeMar DeRozan cut off by Morris. No call. Shot up at the rim, and the Raptors are going to lose. And DeMar DeRozan right now in the face of Leroy Richardson. He felt that he was fouled. There was no call, and the Pistons come back and take this one.
Yeah, it could get worse. I mean, I've covered the Raptors for 8 years now, and there have been worse seasons than this. I have a tough time imagining it will get much lower, but if we're not at the nadir, we are very close to it.
They stole one here, and they earned it, man. You get what you deserve. They came in here, and in the fourth quarter, they just absolutely stole this game from the Raptors. And now back-to-back losses in similar fashion. You cannot get big stops, and offensively, some difficult contested shots late. Cost it again.
Keep putting in the same situations over and over, and not being successful. Something got to give, something got to change.
Any idea what that is?
I have an idea, but I'm gonna, keep my mouth shut. So keep it very, professional.
27 more games, that's gonna fly by. We ain't got much time. When it comes to practice time, we gotta be able to take things on the go and run with it.
You think you need help? The deadline for that?
I mean, help is always beneficial. I never looked at help as a negative thing at all. So if help is, option, why not?
Happy Valentine's Day. BMO Raptors basketball on the air. The Raptors will see red tonight in Chicago against the Bulls. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Raptors basketball on TSN. Rod Black, Sam Mitchell, Leo Routens, my Valentines.
Oh, that's so sweet.
The Raptors were exchanging more than Valentines with the Orlando Magic today. They acquired a big man, Serge Ibaka.
Serge Ibaka. Doesn't get better than that, man.
Great day for this is a great day for the Toronto Raptors.
Happy Valentine's Day, Raptors fans, from Masai.
We will have more about the deal, of course. The Raptors made that trade earlier today with the Orlando Magic, a first-round pick. Terrence Ross going to Orlando, and Serge Ibaka apparently on his way to Toronto. He will try to pass his physical, of course, and then get ready, perhaps even to play tomorrow night.
Cool. Ooh-wee. Ooh. Okay. That's gonna be, huh? Just like that? Yeah. Oh my God, it's cool. No, this is not nice. I think I'm gonna fit pretty well because I'm kind of player. I'm always ready for anything. You know, I work my game every day, a different way, and I follow the way the game is going on now, and so I believe I got confidence, and I believe God put me here for a reason. So that's why I got a lot of confidence from that. I'm gonna fit pretty well. I've been there before though. Yeah, I feel like this happened because it happened to me the first time this summer, and then it happened now. So you know, I handled it better than the first time when it happened. You know, and I understand it's the business, you know, and that's what it is.
I don't think anybody could have guessed how it turned out. This was unbelievable. It's like nothing I've ever seen. I mean, it's kind of like a overseas soccer team, how all the fans just going crazy all the time. You have fans inside the building, fans on the outside. And it's a lot of people, a lot of players don't get to see that when they're in this league. So I feel blessed to be a part of it. And it's something that you can't even explain. You just, when you're going through it and, you know, you're out there on the court and they're cheering, it's like you want to take a time, you want to, just take a little break to appreciate what's going on. So it was unbelievable. The fans, the best fans I've ever seen in any sport. So I'm just happy to be part of the team and just, I'm honored to be here.